Okay, so we got our thing. We got our counter that counts all the correct answers. Now I just need to do it via math equation and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the this here, and so I'm gonna do another variable, and it's going to be the score text. We'll call it score object. Score object, and that's going to be a game object, which I think I might not actually need this, but I'm just going to put it in there. I'm going to do variable, and we're going to do score text. Okay, and that is going to be text. And what I need to do is actually do that whole thing where you do menu, or I'm sorry, import dot. Hang on one second. All right, so it's going to be import. I don't remember what it is. Import UnityEngine.ui. Okay, so import UnityEngine.ui. Because I'm going to have to bring that in order to work with the UI elements. So I'm making another function here, and it's just going to be function, we'll call it score text. Okay, it's gonna put the score on there. No parameters, and all I'm going to do, oops, we'll do this. All right, and then hang on. So what I'm going to do is there's going to be a couple of things. We're going to first take the total number correct. So we're going to do num correct is going to be equal, or actually we'll make a variable called variable percent correct. It's going to be equal to the num correct divided by in this case 5. I had 5 questions, I think, right? 5, 1, 2. How many questions I have? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I had 4. 4. Okay, and do this. Oops. And then it's going to be that times times 100, right? It already gave me my percentage times 100. So put a asterisk. Okay. So the percent correct is going to be that times 100. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say score text is going to be we're going to assign it a value of let's see, what was written on that score text? Hang on a second. I just want to see what I wrote. Grade me text your score. I'm just going to copy and paste this. So it says your score and then whatever. So I can just write that in there. So I'm just going to write your score space then this, and then I'm going to do plus. This is called concatenation, and I'm going to per correct. And that should be good enough. Control S. Oh, the other thing I'm going to do is I have to turn on the this game object. So I'm going to do score object. I already put it in there. So we should be good on that. But I have to put on the set active. So we're going to do score object. All right. Dot set active, and we're going to set that to true. Let's turn it. Oops. True. All right. So it'll find the score, and then it'll set the object true. I'm gonna click on that. Click back here. Found blah blah blah. So 2 7. Let's see. 9 2 and 7. It was looking for an identifier. Found whatever. Let me see. I probably wrote it wrong. Unity engine. Oh, oops. I put a point in there. All right. Let's try that. Save it. Go back. Alright, so it's cannot convert string to Unity text, whatever here. So, let me see what I got going on. Score text. So that says it's line 27. So, it's having a trouble taking the score text. UnityEngine.ui text. Percent correct. Let's see, score text. All right, hang on a second. I just got to see what's on. So actually, kind of did this wrong. It's the text. It's the text property of it that I want to have this, not the object itself. So I should hopefully fix that. There we go. Good. So let's see if this works. I'm going to save this real quick. Control S, hit play, and I'm going to go. Oh, good. No, these are toggling. only the wrong answers seem to toggle. So grade me. And, oh, you know what? I didn't include the object itself. So I have to go to the game controller here, and it's looking for the score object, which is this, and it's looking for the text, which is this. So that way when I hit it, it'll actually pop up. Let's hit play, and I'm going to click grade me, and it didn't set it active, which is kind of disappointing. So let's see what happened. All right, where are you at? Boom. All right, so it should be score object dot set active true. That sucks. Okay, so score object. So it should have been this. Right now it's not set active. Let me see. On this button. Oh, I didn't put the function on there. Quiz script, and we need to do score text. There we go. Now let's try. Okay, grade me. There it goes. Pops up. I got 0, which is obviously the right score. Not sure why these aren't toggling on. So let's see something. If I turn this on, or let's hit play. And I'll turn, oh, you know what it is? It just occurred to me. I took these, and when I did this is on, I think that caused a problem. Let's see. No, that's not it. Okay, I'm going to figure out what that is, and then I'll be right back. So, just to get you an idea of what happened. Somehow, so underneath the toggle of each one here, so I'm going to collapse all these. Underneath each one is the background and then the label. Underneath the background is a check mark. For some reason, I screwed up. So you can see like this one's got all the pieces underneath, but when I toggle this toggle, see there's nothing underneath it. Somehow I messed up and didn't put the background. I unparented it somehow. So now when I hit play, hang on a second. Now it works. That was why it was being weird. So I just got to do that to the other one. And let me see. So that was question 1, 2, and then this one. So you can see again, I just for some reason unparented that somehow. Let me just double check to make sure that that works. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So now I'm just going to go ahead and hit play. And I'm going to just do these all right. So true, 15 years, false, and Australia, grade me, and my score CSO is nothing. The reason why, I'm assuming, at least I'm hoping, is this. The text object itself is not large enough, so I'm just going to make it larger so it can support more of that. So let's go ahead and do this. So we'll do, again, true, 15 years, false, and Australia, and grade me, and 100. Beautiful. Now let's try it again, and I'm going to do, we'll say true, 10, don't cry, we'll say false, and this. So I should get like a 50. I said 0. That's not good. Okay. So let's try this again. So gliders are nocturnal. I'll just do so I have 1 correct. And let's grade me. Alright, and it says 0. Alright, 1 second. So I actually figured out what the problem was. It's this. Whenever I have an answer correct, I used an int, which is whole numbers, right? Which makes sense, because 1, 2, 3, I can't have half an answer right. Problem is, down here when I go to do my percentage correct, I take whatever that number is and I divide it by 4. Well, if it's an int, it's going to end up being 0, unless it's 4. If there's 4 right, you can divide by 4, that can be 1, but it can't do partial numbers. In order to do that, I have to have a float. So I actually got to change this to a float, and save that, and then this will work. Go back here, and, oops, sorry, let's go back to my quiz, play it, and I'll do like, okay, so our nocturnal, that's true, we'll do purposely off, we'll do a true, and we'll do off, and there you go, 50%. Alright, so there we go, and probably should just make another button that's just quit, so I'll grab my canvas, and I'm going to, game object, UI, we'll do another button, and we'll click on it, make it the bottom right, and we will do 100 by 100, and minus 50 by 50, and I'm just going to, inside of this, write quit, just quit, which will be good, and yada yada yada. And I'm going to take this and actually parent it to this game object, the one that's invisible. That way, oops, not the text, sorry, the whole thing, the button too. That way it'll be off until that gets turned on. And I'm just going to turn this on real quick. And I'm just going to grab this button. I'm going to add the game controller object onto it. And on this, I only have the quiz script. So I'm actually going to go ahead and add the menu script onto this as well. All right, which is good. Now that it has the 2 scripts on there, I'm going to go back to this button and game controller, and there's the menu script. And I'm just going to add quick game. I already have that built into that. And there you go. So now that is done. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to go to build settings. And I got 4. So I didn't do 5 yet. So I'm going to go to my project. I'm going to go to scene 5. I'm going to open it up, just double click on it, and I'm going to go File, Build Settings, Add Open Scene, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to open Quiz, and I'm going to add Open Scene, boom. And now I'm going to do is Build and Run. And we'll just save over top of the old one, and we will replace it. And it's going to compile all the scripts. And we're going to wait un momento, por favor. Alright. Come on, come on, come on. And here we go. Now it's going to pop up. So this popped up. I'll hit play. And it'll say made with Unity. And I can go through and I can, hopefully when it starts, I'll just hit start. And here's this thing. If you remember from before, I don't need all the sugar gliders. So sugar gliders bind with them, it's much like dogs. That's great. I can turn this light on and off. Okay, hit next. I can do my puzzle here, right? I'll hit next. I can adjust the slider. Okay, I'll hit next. And I can move this globe. And I'll hit the quiz. And oops, I left that on by default. So there you go. Let's fix that real quick. I'll exit out of this. Let's say I got the quiz on. I need to turn this off by default. Let's see, game object, turn that off. There we go. So let's say this again, and file, and we will just build and run. All right, then we'll hit play, and I'm just gonna go all the way to the end, make sure it's still working. And let's see. Good. I'm just gonna go ahead and start, and we'll just go next, 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 quiz. And I don't know, we'll say true. I already know the answers, so true. And Australia, grade me, great. And then I'll go quit, and that'll quit out the app, and we are good to go. All right, so that's it. Let's go ahead and so I saved that, and then that's it, and it's done. So, hoo-ha.